friends, welcome to Moonspell Tarot. So today we are doing a pick a card reading and we are going to be talking about 2021. What can you expect out of the coming year? What will be going on with you guys? What is going to be happening? So I have 3 different piles in front of me today and there's a lot of cards. So there's definitely going to be a lot to go through and it's going to be, I feel like, pretty detailed. So we definitely... we have a lot to go through, and I felt very inspired to pull a lot of cards for this just because it is covering like the whole year. And if you do feel drawn to more than one pile, feel free to watch more than one. That just means you're supposed to get messages from both piles if you really can't decide, right? So for pile number 1, we have a piece of sodalite. For pile number 2, we have a piece of clear quartz. And then for pile number 3, we have a piece of angel aura quartz. And there will be timestamps down below whenever you're ready to go ahead and jump to your reading. And so let's go ahead and take a nice good deep breath and I will see you all down at your reading. So welcome back, pile number 1. So before we jump into our reading, I just wanted to remind you all to hit the subscription button down below if you are not already subscribed. Also, if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, I will flash my email address on the screen, and then it's also down below in the description. And if you are interested in any intention candles, spell work, incense, sage bundles, that is all in my Etsy shop as well, and that's all handmade by me. So let's go ahead and see what your 2020 is going to, or 2021 rather, we don't want to go back to 2020, is going to be like. So let's go ahead and see what is going on with you. So 2020 was just such like a rough year. Like I feel like we all need like a good refresher. We all need a good and positive year. Okay, so you have the Lovers, okay. We have 9 of Wands. Have courage to ask for and accept help. Angel of Truth. Okay, Truth, interesting. Speak out. It's time to take action. Codependency. Dance. Painting the roses red. And expression. Okay, so it looks like you're going to have a really big year. Let's see. Let's kind of take a look at everything and we will see what you have going on. Pile number 1. Okay. So right off the bat, I'm seeing that you have a lot to do with love this year, but I'm also seeing that you are going to be having something that you're going to have to kind of like speak out about, something that you're going to have to change in your life. Maybe that is changing a like relationship around you, changing somebody in your life or a situation in your life that isn't going well. So that's just like what is sticking out to me right off the bat. But first, let's talk about the Lovers. So this year, I see love being, very positive for you. I see you and your partner, if you have one, or if you are single and maybe looking, I see love as being very, very positive for you this year. I see that, whatever you are dealing with in your current love life as it being very positive, even if you are not really wanting to date or look for any type of romantic relationship, this can also lend a hand in your personal relationships. So, your relationship with your family, your relationship with your friends, I see it being very positive. But for most of you, I do see love being very plentiful for you this year, very positive. If you haven't got a partner yet and you're kind of looking, kind of maybe dating, especially because this past year, you really couldn't date a lot. There was like every place was closed. So you couldn't really go on dates and stuff like that. But, I do feel like for this year, you are definitely going to find love if you are not in a current relationship. But if you are in a relationship, I see, your love being very strong, you and your partner getting along very well, things being very like harmonious this year. So in terms of love, you're in a really great position this year. What is like really sticking out, I feel like, as like a hardship for you, and that's kind of like continuing with your other cards, is the Nine of Wands. So I feel like you're carrying a very heavy burden. I feel like you are, maybe very frustrated at work, or just frustrated in general with things going on in your life, and you just feel like you are just carrying like this heavy burden, and you are very much struggling with continuing on with that. So I feel like this card is definitely, a reminder for your guardian angels, or from your guardian angels, your spirit guides, God, whatever you personally believe in, that it's time to let go of that. You're kind of burning the candle at both ends. You are, wearing yourself out. And so it's important to kind of learn to step back. So in terms of that, I feel like you are going to find out some sort of truth. So, maybe at your job, if that's, your main issue, or school or something like that. But you may find out that maybe your job is getting rid of your position. You're going to find out something this year that is going to be, I feel like, a hard truth, something that's going to be very like impactful, especially because you did receive 2 truth cards. And not that that's necessarily a bad thing. I feel like that more doors are definitely going to open for you. But because you did receive 2 cards indicating that you will receive some sort of truth this year, I do feel as if you may, come through a decision that's really hard and something that's a challenge. So, definitely be prepared for that. But I do feel as if, you will be faced with some sort of decision that you have to make. You're going to find something out that's going to be really hard for you. Like I said, if you're at work, you may find out that your job is like cutting your position, or maybe something happens and you get in trouble, something like that at work, and maybe you're let go. Maybe in school you find out that you can't continue going for your particular major because of lack of funding, or something like that, or maybe it's like you can't continue your major because you have to do all of your work at home, and it's not really, you're not able to do that for whatever reason. But I do feel like you are going to be faced with some sort of truth. And, for some of you, it can even be like a truth within your family. Maybe you and your family have something going on, and it's very frustrating for you. I do have a lot of people on my channel that do talk a lot about pregnancy and things like that. You may have some more issues coming up this year with pregnancy and working on it, although I do see a positive outcome like later on in the year after you get through this hard time. So for some of you who may be having issues with pregnancy, that may continue on for a little bit further into the year for you. But I do see also that this year you may be forming some sort of like addiction, or maybe you're struggling with one now. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like a strong addiction, but it could be like, just like you're shopping too much, eating really unhealthy, things like that. Maybe you're just like overdoing it on the sweets or pop. And I feel like that's going to interfere with your romantic life. So be careful with that, because you are, receiving so much love from your partner, or receiving so much love from a future partner. You don't want to, mess with that too much, because you did receive the Lovers, which, in my eyes, that is the most beautiful card in regards to love and the love we can receive. So, just be careful with addictions. If you see yourself like overeating, maybe drinking a little bit too much, over shopping, things like that, definitely be careful. Or like, even for those of you who your issue is work, make sure that you're not, working too much where like you and your partner are never seeing each other. I see that you have some sort of addiction that is interacting with your love life, and I do feel like it's because of these issues that you may face in the beginning to like maybe the middle of the year. I do feel like you may be just kind of grasping onto something as like a coping mechanism. So definitely be careful. And also, you know, don't be afraid to encourage or don't be afraid to like ask other people for help. So if you find yourself going through a problem, and maybe this is something that you are already going through, you know, don't be afraid to ask people for help. You know, if you see yourself struggling with overeating or drinking too much or shopping too much, you know, don't be afraid to ask for help. Talk to your partner, talk to your friends, your mother, sister, brother, someone who you could trust and you know isn't going to be like judgmental of you. So make sure that you are asking for help. You know, if you're really struggling and you find yourself having a hard time with overindulging on something, just make sure you're getting that help, and you know, you kind of let those around you know what's going on so you don't feel like you're going it alone, because I do see that you may be having a little bit of a struggle in the beginning towards maybe the middle of the year, and you know, you don't want to go it alone because you do have people that really, you know, care about you. And you know, I do see also that you are definitely like covering up some problems, you know, with the painting the roses red. I feel like with this addiction, again, you're kind of covering up some things that are going on with you. You don't want to talk to other people about it. You kind of want to just like ignore it and let it go away. And, you know, I feel like that you're going to see that that's not working, and that's why it's so important for you to reach out and ask for help, right? But I feel like you are, you know, you're definitely wanting to cover up some issues that you're having. For those of you who are trying to be pregnant, trying to work on becoming pregnant, you know, maybe you are just like coping in a way that's not healthy, and you are, you know, doing something that is, you know, inadvertently hurting you instead of helping. So I feel like that you are trying to cover up these issues that you're having. You're trying to not think about it because it's really hurting on the inside. And so I feel like that's definitely going to be an issue for you this year. I feel like you're going to realize the truth of your situation. You're going to realize that this is not, you know, a positive situation for you, and it's time to like walk away. Or at least leave it alone for a while. But I feel like this addiction that you pick up, whatever that may be, is going to be really holding you back. So make sure that you're not letting yourself fall victim to that and asking for help, because you do have people that care. And also, like, we have two cards that are very similar. It's time to take action and speak out. So I feel like, you know, again, these two cards together are definitely for me like a reminder to reach out to your guardian angels, to ask for help. You know, just say a little prayer, you know, just if you have a few minutes at the beginning of the day, just even like meditating for a moment, just kind of sitting and thinking about exactly what you want, asking for help, asking for those people in your life for help, you know, and tell them, I'm having this issue. You know, maybe if you're like overeating, maybe you're gaining some weight and you realize like, I'm gaining some weight and this isn't healthy, or maybe I'm drinking too much. Speak out for yourself, be your own advocate, and make sure that you are, you know, receiving what you need and getting exactly what you need. I feel like that's so important. So make sure that you're speaking out for yourself. You know, if you're having an issue maybe with your job, this can also be a call to speak out against these issues. You know, make sure that you're not being walked all over, that you're not being taken advantage of. So I definitely feel like this year, you know, you may be struggling a little bit with some issues, but I definitely see that you are going to definitely have to, in a way, kind of like suck it up and stick up for yourself. And as hard as that may be, I feel like when the time comes, you're going to know. And because you are able to find this inner strength and find this, this this like fire within yourself, you're going to be able to have like this very freeing moment and this freeing feeling within yourself, and it's going to make you really happy and you're going to feel so much better. So with the Dance card, we have Move to the Rhythm of Your Soul. So because you are speaking out for yourself, speaking up for yourself, making sure that you are being treated fairly, receiving the things that you need out of life, you're definitely going to feel this sense of happiness unlocked within your soul. You're going to be opening up your heart chakra. You are going to be, very much enjoying yourself, and you're going to feel better, and you're going to feel so much more free because you are able to speak out against the things that are hurting you and bothering you. So, by definitely speaking up and speaking out for yourself and being your own advocate, you are going to be like freeing something within yourself that you didn't know was there, and you're going to feel like that weight was taken off your shoulders. And then lastly, we have Expression, which I feel like is one of the most important cards besides like the Lovers and Nine of Wands. With Expression, I feel like as the year goes on, as you enter like the next end of summer, beginning of fall, winter, you are going to be feeling this sense of pride and happiness. You are going to be receiving the gifts that you want. You are going to be receiving the things that you're asking for. And you're going to feel so much more confident and happy because you went through this kind of like rough season, right? Where you really struggled and you're having a hard time. But because you have this love in your life, these people, this partner, this new love in your life that is going to care about you and be good to you, I feel like that's going to help pull you through. So no matter what you go through this year, maybe it's like a hard time getting pregnant, loss of a job, loss of school, maybe the loss of an important relationship, but because you are able to get through that and speak up for yourself and be your own advocate, you are going to receive what you're asking for. So maybe you lose your job, you're going to find something better at the end of the year. Or maybe you have a hard time becoming pregnant and you're struggling. You may have a situation come up where you find yourself pregnant. So I do feel that you are going to receive exactly what you want at the end of the year. As we leave the summer and come into fall, I feel like that you are going to have many, many awesome blessings coming your way. So just make sure that you stay positive. I feel like this year may be a little bit of a challenge for you, but I do see that things are definitely going to get better for you. So thank you so much for watching this reading. I really appreciate it. If you liked it or resonated with you, please give me a thumbs up down below. And if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, again, the information is in the description box. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye. Welcome back, pile number 2. So before I jump into our reading, I just wanted to remind you all new people around here to please hit that subscription button down below. Also, if you're interested in booking a reading with me, all of that information will be on my screen right here. Please email me, or it'll be in my description box down below. Also, if you're interested in an intention candle, any spell work, or sage bundles, or anything like that, my Etsy shop is down below as well. Everything is handmade by me and blessed by me. So if you're interested in that, hit up my Etsy shop down below, and all of my subscribers get a special discount and free shipping. So for the clear quartz pile, let's see what is going on with you guys. 2020 has been like the worst year. It's been so bad for everybody, I feel like. And I feel like we all just need like some positive news. So you have to start off Four of Swords reversed, Page of Cups, block out distractions, Magdalene, you are stronger than you think, Serenity, okay, Abundance, communication is key, getting to know each other, Color, a moment's regret, and abundance again. Okay, so I will put the 2 abundance cards by each other. Interesting. Okay, so let's see what is going on with you this year, pile number 2. Okay, so I'm feeling like probably towards the end of 2020, maybe the middle, I feel like that you went through something that was a big challenge. Maybe you broke up with a partner, whether that be like breaking up with a boyfriend or girlfriend or getting a divorce. I feel like that you went through, something really negative like that that was very like hurtful. And so I feel like that you are working on being like stronger for yourself. I see that you are trying to like get past this situation, and you have been like just really been like distracted and held back by it. I feel like you have been really struggling. So I feel like that may carry on for you a little bit into the new year, especially because, for many people, of course, are affected by like seasonal depression, and, the holidays is really hard, and especially 2020 holidays have been really hard. So I do feel like this may carry a little bit into like the spring for you. I feel like you still, maybe struggling for a little bit, but I do see a lot more positivity as the year goes on. And definitely with, Page of Cups, I feel as if, you're definitely going to be feeling a lot better when the spring and summer rolls around. I feel like that you are going to be, like in a way, like filling up your cup. Like right now your cup is half empty, and that's the way you're viewing it. You feel miserable and sad and just like hurt. You're very much, in a lot of pain, and you kind of right now just aren't really fully knowing like what you're doing with your life. Like you may feel very lost because of the loss of like a partner, or maybe someone in your family passed away, or you lost your job, something like that. So I feel like as these cold months go away, I feel like you just have to get through these first couple cold months, this, little bit of a rough season. And I feel like as, you see the flowers bloom and you see the grass grow and all the greenery pop up, you are going to be feeling much better. You are going to see like the positivity in the world again. And, hopefully as we get through this cold season, we hear better news about like the virus and things like that. So I definitely feel like, as you get through these winter months, the first few months may be a little bit of a challenge, but once it starts being nicer out and, you're going to feel more opportunities. You are going to feel better. Maybe as the spring pops up, maybe a new love might come your way. I do see a lot of really positive things, so we will definitely get to that. Or maybe you'll get a new job for those of you who've lost your job. So I definitely feel like it's important for you to, continue to try to keep an open mind. Right now it can seem really hard, but I do see things getting a lot more better and positive for you. And next, let's look at block out distractions, because we just, spoke about that. So the card says your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. It's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. So especially for those of you who, maybe went through like a breakup, this is very important. And I feel like this is definitely like a message from your guardian angels. So, if you have been struggling with like a breakup, struggling with, maybe you and your partner not seeing each other, whatever the situation may be, and even for those of you who maybe lost a job, I feel like it's so easy to like just like sit on social media and, especially like if you are single, kind of like stalking your ex's Facebook or like Instagram. I feel like we fall into that trap, and or even we're like looking at other people's lives and think that everything's perfect for them, when in reality they're going through issues just like you and me, right? So I definitely see blocking out distractions is going to be really big for you, especially during these cold months when you're really struggling. So I would definitely say it would be better for you to like pick up a more positive hobby. So even if, you find that you're not like good at art, maybe you don't like to do anything like that or make music or anything like that, it could be beneficial for you to like read, order some books and read, even watching movies, doing things to take yourself away from social media, finding things that can help be a positive distraction in your life so you don't feel like you are living vicariously through other people. I feel like that's so important. And also just distractions, they just put off your whole day. So you're not making any headway when you're checking your phone every 5 minutes for a text message, and you're not making any headway. You just tend to get distracted. I know we've all done that, where we look at our phone and you think it's been like 5 minutes and it's been like almost an hour that you've been looking at your phone. So I definitely feel like for you, it's so important to block out those distractions, just get rid of them, turn your phone on do not disturb and just put important people on the call list. Just kind of get rid of the phone, stay off the computer, whatever. Just do other things to help distract your time. And I feel like definitely, like I said, as the spring comes, I feel like that you are going to be feeling more serene, feeling more happy, feeling more at one. But I feel like also once you learn to block out these distractions this year, you are definitely going to feel a lot happier. You're going to feel much more positive. You're going to feel as if you have more control of your life. So definitely making sure that you are, blocking out those distractions, do even small things like clean your room, clean your kitchen, clean out your car, things like that are maybe a little messy, organize drawers, things like that. I feel like that's going to make you feel a lot more serene and in control of your own life and not feeling like you are like relying on other people for your happiness. So, I do see a lot more serene, harmony, calm feelings coming for you. It just takes you to kind of like get rid of those distractions. And that could also be something that's really holding you back, maybe in other areas of your life besides this like hard thing that you just went through are lacking, and you're using social media as a way to cope, using the internet as a way to cope. But really you're kind of like setting yourself back by not allowing yourself to work on things that are important, and maybe even like work on a side business or something that you've been wanting to do for a long time. And I definitely feel like, especially the You Are Stronger Than You Think Magdalene card, I feel like that's so important. So I feel like right now you're feeling, sad. I feel like you've definitely been going through a lot. And again, unfortunately, those sad feelings, I feel like may carry on a little bit for you. But I feel like you're definitely stronger than you think. You're just not recognizing right now that you matter and that you're important and that other people care about you. I feel like that you, once you find kind of this serene mindset and learn to block out distractions, learn to work on your own self, I feel like that you're going to be feeling much stronger, much more in control. So again, doing even small things that are within your grasp right now, like cleaning, reading a book, doing something that you can take control of right now, taking control of your spending, taking control of the way your home looks. That's definitely going to help you out a lot and make you feel much more stronger and better. And then that's going to lead to other things. You're going to be able to accomplish more and more as you continue on. And, with that, I do see that like abundance is coming your way. You did pull 2 abundance cards, which is great. So I feel as if you are going to be seeing the benefits of your hard work. It's really hard to block out distractions. It's really hard to turn off our phones. It's really hard to do that. So in order for you to do that, I feel like it takes a lot of willpower. You're going to have to stay strong and remain strong. But I feel like because of all that hard work, you are going to be welcoming in so many blessings, welcoming in more money, maybe a new job if that's what you're looking for. You're going to be welcoming in a lot more abundance in your life. So I feel like you are going to be taking away some of that negative energy, but you are going to be opening up your heart and your mind to new ideas and just more like cash and people may be willing to help you out more. So you're going to be receiving so much abundance and blessing. So definitely make sure that you're working on this distraction situation that you've been going through. Next, let's look at, a moment's regret, nostalgia, idealizing the past, fearing you've made a mistake. So I feel as if, again, you are really going to be struggling with this, especially in the beginning of the year. I feel like that even if it was you that maybe decided to separate with your partner, maybe you just saw that you weren't happy or you decided to leave a job, whatever the situation may be. I feel like that you are going to constantly be thinking about if you made a mistake. And that's something that's really holding you back, and that can also add on to your list of distractions. But I feel like it's important to remember why you made this change. And, obviously, like, we can't go back and change something once we've done it. So, this is a really good, I feel like, lesson to learn to live with our changes, learn to live with our mistakes, learn to live with the decisions that we've made. So whether or not this was like a positive or a negative change for you, I definitely feel like you're going to be feeling the after effects for a little while. But I definitely see, like, as you live without this person, live without this job, and kind of learn to move on, you're going to feel a lot better, and you are going to see brightness at the end of the tunnel. You are going to see that silver lining as the year continues on for you. And I do see also for you, communication is a little bit of an issue. So if you are maybe looking for a new job, maybe you're just not putting a lot of resumes out there, you're not putting yourself out there, maybe you have a hard time asking other people for help. If you are in some sort of communication with your partner, if you broke up this year, maybe you have children together and you're having a hard time like communicating with this person, I feel like it's important for you this year to work on your communication and not allow yourself to get frustrated or overworked, because I do feel like it's important for you to work on that. I feel like you will do better down the line if you're able to advocate for yourself and communicate for yourself clearly. And even with, color, express your true feelings. So I feel like those, definitely go hand in hand, communication and then the color card, because, you maybe have a hard time expressing the way you feel and expressing any sort of, last things that you want to talk about with this partner if you two broke up. Maybe in like job interviews, you have a hard time talking about yourself. I definitely feel like you have a hard time speaking up for yourself, and you have a hard time letting other people know what you need. So I feel like definitely, you need to work on expressing yourself and not just kind of like hiding away behind social media, hiding away behind your distractions, because that's something that you may have been doing. And I feel like also just looking back at it with the moments regret card, I feel like it's easy for you, and it's probably something you've been doing for a long time, is that you've been like living in your head. You've been just kind of like living in the past, and you've been thinking about the way things are, and even like previously before you were having these issues, maybe you were just like kind of like living in your head, not really experiencing your life. And now that you're having to experience things full frontal, it's very hard for you. So I feel like definitely for this year, your goal should be to black out the distractions, learn to, put the phone down, and also work on your communication. Even, starting out, just writing out in a journal exactly how you feel, and then work on, your communication with those, with your friends in your life, with your family members, letting people know how you feel about them. If, maybe you want to like call and talk to your friends and work on your communication with them, because I feel like your friends and your family want to know about you, they care about you, they want to continue to be in your life and continue to be a big part of your life. So I feel like that's really important. And even just like the last card, getting to know each other, make sure that you are working on your relationships. I feel like some of your relationships in your life are maybe struggling a little bit because you are so like living in your head, and you're not really like experiencing your life as it's currently happening. So I do feel like it's really important for you to work on your relationships, because those people around you really do care about you and love you. So thank you so much for watching this reading. I really appreciate it. If you liked it or it resonated with you, please give me a thumbs up down below. And again, if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, all of that information will be in my description box. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye. Welcome back, pile number 3. So I just wanted to remind you all to please hit the subscription button down below. Also, if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, I will post my email right here. Also, I will post it in my description box down below. And if you're interested in any like intention candles, spell work, sage bundles, anything like that, I do have my Etsy shop down below, and all of my subscribers do receive a percentage off and free shipping. So if you're interested in that, go and check out my Etsy. So let's see what is going on with you, pile number 3. It's been a really challenging year for everybody, and I feel like we all need some good news, right? So let's see how your 2021 is going to go. Okay, so you have 4 of Wands. You have 2 of Cups, Power of Prayer, Dreams, Flexibility, a fiery climax approaches, Deception, Cat, Nature, Communication, and Trust. Okay, so let's see what is going on with you. Okay, so one thing that's sticking out to me right away, you know, pile number 3, I definitely feel as if, you know, this past year, you have definitely like formed a new relationship with somebody. And I feel like it has been, you know, very like intense for you. I feel like it's been positive. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like a romantic relationship. You know, maybe you made a new friend, or maybe like you and a family member or a friend that you had previously reunited. And I feel like it has brought a lot of positivity into your life. And if it hasn't quite happened yet, I would definitely keep your eye out, because I do feel like there is going to be some sort of new friendship for you, some sort of new relationship in your life. And I feel like it's going to really elevate your mood and make you feel really good if it hasn't already happened. And I feel like that it's been something that it's, you know, if it hasn't happened, I feel like it's going to be something that is kind of like positive and negative at the same time. So, you know, maybe like you're in a new relationship, but for whatever reason, maybe at like work right now, you work opposite schedules. And so it's really hard. Even though this person adds a lot of value to your life, there is something also that is very like cutting and hard about this relationship. And you know exactly what that is. I feel like, you know, it could just be something really small, you know, like I said, maybe you just don't get to see this person very often. Or maybe if you are seeing somebody and maybe your family doesn't like them, or you know, their family doesn't like you, vice versa. I feel like there's something that is also very cutting about this relationship, and if it hasn't happened yet, I feel like you'll know exactly what it is when you see it. Or maybe you know, find a new romantic partner and you find out that they're a smoker. Like, it could be something like that, that is maybe a little bit difficult as first, but I feel like the overall love of this relationship is something that really brings you two together and is very positive, even if it is like a friendship. And next, let's talk about power of prayer. So give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives you in response to your prayers. So I feel like this is definitely like a response to those two cards for me. I feel like that, you know, whatever is like the difficult side of this relationship, again, maybe you two work like complete opposite work schedules and you never get to see this person, or, you know, whatever the situation that is like holding up this relationship for you, you know, I would definitely leave it up to God if you believe in God, or leave it up to the universe. and kind of just let things happen naturally as they're going to happen. I feel like it's definitely really hard to do that, and it's a struggle. But obviously, like, you can't change things, you can't control the way things are sometimes. So sometimes letting it go and just accepting things as they are can really help us out a lot and allow us to receive more positive benefits in the end. So putting all of your positive intentions into this relationship, and I feel like you're definitely going to see a positive outcome. And next, let's look at flexibility. So again, with this issue that you may be having with this relationship, whether it be romantic or, a platonic relationship, I feel like you're definitely going to have to practice some flexibility. So again, whatever this issue is, it's something that really bothers you. And again, it could be something like that's kind of petty, like maybe their parents don't like you and maybe you just don't get to see them very often because of that, or like I said, maybe you work opposite schedules, something like that. So definitely work on your flexibility. Don't just give up on this relationship because you feel frustrated. I feel like many times we tend to do that, and we tend to feel very aggravated and just kind of like say forget it. But I definitely see for you it's important to remain flexible. Sometimes give up a little bit of your time to help this person, and they will do the same thing for you, or give up something that you really love to do to see this person, and they're going to do the same for you. I feel like flexibility this year is going to be a really big deal for you, and I feel like you're kind of receiving this card because maybe you're not the most flexible person. Maybe you're like a Leo, Capricorn, Scorpio, I would say maybe even like Gemini, somebody who's not really flexible and not really go with the flow kind of person. So definitely work on being flexible, and that's just going to help you in this relationship. And then next, let's look at dreams and also a fiery climax approaches. So I feel like these two go really well together because I do feel once you get through this like initial rough patch and some of these struggles with this relationship that you're having, I do feel like your dreams are going to come true. These things that you've been wishing for are going to come true. So, whatever you are manifesting in your life in terms of this relationship, whether it be, having more time to spend with this person, family getting along better, whatever the situation may be, I feel like that you are going to have like a very intense climax to that. You are going to be, like an event may happen, maybe at your job, if that's like the issue, maybe you'll get a promotion and you'll have a complete different schedule or something like that. I feel like, an event is going to happen that is going to allow your dreams to come true and allow this happiness to shine through, because I do see that this relationship makes you really happy and it's something that is of value to you. So make sure that you're just remaining positive about it and remaining in high spirits about it, because I do feel like those dreams are definitely going to come through after this like event happens, whatever that may be. And I feel like this year you also may have some issues with deception. So someone else is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So I would definitely watch out. Maybe at work you may have an issue with somebody, maybe someone who you thought was your friend maybe stabs you in the back. I don't see it as being like a major part of your year, but I do feel like this is definitely a warning. So maybe this year you and a friend may have a falling out, you and a coworker that maybe you were good friends with have a falling out, whatever the situation is, and you may find out that this person is just not in your best interest, and that could be also a part of your event. Maybe a friend of yours is not a fan of your partner and is kind of like vying for your attention. And maybe you just like find out that they're not really a good friend and they're just, kind of blocking you from being in a positive relationship, and you may have to let the person go. So, I do feel like this may be like a catalyst for that event. If you are in the process of like trying to get a promotion at work. Maybe you'll find out that somebody doesn't have your best interest at heart. Maybe someone who you thought was kind of like a good friend at work maybe is kind of gunning for your job. You know, it really depends. Obviously these readings are meant for a wide audience, so it kind of varies from person to person, but I do feel like you have somebody in your midst who is a bit of a snake, so definitely watch out for this person. I definitely see that as being like a warning. And so I also am looking at right now, Cat, take care of yourself. Trust that if you do, you'll always land on your feet. So you know, trying to stay positive for yourself, stay positive for your relationship, stay positive for your future, making sure you're taking care of yourself, you know, making sure that you always do things that you enjoy doing, eating well, getting enough sleep, things like that. You know, you may be, because you're going through a little bit of a struggle this year with this relationship, that may cause you to, you know, maybe stay up too late sometimes, not get enough sleep, you know, you're pushing yourself to your limit. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself this year, because that's very important as well, right? And let's also look at nature communication, flower energies, fairy energies, elemental messengers. So again, just going back to the power of prayer, making sure that you are trusting not only within yourself that things are going to work out like they should for you, like the best way possible, but also learning to trust in the universe, trust in God, if that's what you believe in, trust in your guardian angels. I definitely feel like it's so important for you to, you know, trust in the universe that you are going to receive what you need. I feel like when we wish for something, the universe conspires for it to happen for us. You know, I feel like we all deserve to be happy. We all deserve a positive life. It just takes us to work for it and us to, you know, manifest exactly what we want. Our mind is a very powerful tool. And so make sure that you're doing that. Even like really small things like, you know, for instance, like I feel like asking for what you want through other living things is important. So, you know, I may be sometimes like in my kitchen doing things and I have like hanging plants, like telling your plants what you want, telling your animals, telling other people what you want is so important because you are manifesting that, you're putting it out there in the universe, and as silly as it may seem, it works. So I definitely just give it a try. And lastly, let's look at trust. So, you know, again, I feel like this whole year, it's just trusting that you're going to receive what you need, trusting in yourself that you have what it takes to, you know, receive these dreams, receive these goals. Trust in this person that you're in a relationship with because they really do care, and I feel like it's going to be a very positive relationship for you. You know, trust that it's going to work out for you because it definitely is going to. It just takes some, you know, hard work on your behalf. So thank you so much for watching this reading. I really appreciate it. If you liked it or resonated with you, please give me a thumbs up down below. And if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, again, all the information is in my description box. So thank you so much, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye.